Hey Planeswalkers, this is Eric again from Bane Alley Magic, bringing you another arena gameplay video, and today we're again playing Brawl, which is just similar enough to Commander, where I feel like this will give you a great idea of how this would work as a Commander deck. And this is just a really straightforward idea. It's Black Devotion, Black Devo, as I call it. Our commander is Erebos Bleak Hearted, which is 3 and a black for a 5/6 indestructible. And it's not a creature unless our devotion is 5. And whenever a creature we control dies, we may pay 2 life if we do draw a card. And pretty much, I'm always doing it. I mean, it doesn't matter how low my life is. I'm always just drawing more and more cards, and that's what makes this deck so fabulous. Is you don't care about life at all, so you eventually just win the game out of nowhere a lot of the time. We can also sacrifice a creature for 2 mana to give target creature -2/-1 until the end of the turn. Stacking the order of how this resolves is a little tricky on Arena. You have to make sure that you're selecting the creature you want to give -2/-1 to before you select which creature you want to sacrifice. Don't do it the other way around. Anyway, so what we got in the deck is a bunch of mono black stuff. We have Cauldron Familiar. Obviously, we're just doing lots of death triggers here. Duress to just empty something from their hand on turn 1, hopefully. Beyond turn 1, kind of a dead card a lot of the time, but I mean, I still use it whenever I can. Yeah, turn 1, it's pretty devastating. Almost always works with every deck. Pretty much almost every opponent's gonna have something we can get rid of. Foulmire Knight to draw us a card, and it's got Death Touch, so not a bad 1-drop for the Brawl format. Knight of the Ebon Legion, because it's just fabulous. Omen of the Dead to get something back from the graveyard and increase our devotion. Serrated Scorpion to die. Vampire of the Dire Moon is a nice 1-drop blocker. We got lots of cheap stuff. People often don't put enough 1-drops in their Brawl deck. Remember, even though this is Commander, Brawl, you gotta curve out. And in Commander, something I learned too, it's important to have tons of 1-drops just to hopefully be playing something on turn 1, something on turn 2, something on turn 3, right? Alright, next we have Witch's Oven, of course, to go with the Cauldron Familiar, but also just, yeah, in general, nice sacrifice outlet, can gain us some life. Burglar Rat to make our opponent discard a card. Priest of Forgotten Gods. Sometimes we use this. A lot of the time it's just going to end up, sticking on the battlefield, because we don't need to sacrifice our creatures a lot of the time. That's the great thing about this deck, too, is, we can sacrifice them as a backup plan, but our opponents, they're just blowing up our creatures all the time. Like, our creatures just die naturally because of the course of the game, so we don't have to do a lot to make it happen. But Priest of the Forgotten Gods, if we need to, it can draw us a card, add some mana, drain our opponent some life. Timoret is just, not the best card, but it's a decent 2-drop, and it's 2 black mana symbols. We do want Erebos to become a creature as soon as possible. This isn't some kind of god deck where we want the commander to not be a creature. Arcane Signet we got. Elspeth's Nightmare, just as a removal and getting something out of their hand, and exiling the graveyard. Foreboding Fruit, drawing 2 cards and losing 2 life, but we are mono black, so we always get that food token also, so that losing life, actually we're really just gaining 1 life. Funeral Rites, it's funny, you just, in Brawl, we're putting 2 of these in every deck. Obviously, if we were playing Commander, we'd have like Phyrexian Arena and some other cool mono black draw card spells, but this is Brawl, so, but in Commander, you can think of plenty of black draw card spells. I mean, not hard to do. Midnight Reaper for drawing cards whenever one of our creatures dies. Murderous Rider for removal, and he's just a badass mofo. Underworld Dreams, just fabulous in any mono black devotion deck, right? Gonna get our devotion up really quickly, and just every time the opponent draws a card, dealing them damage. This just destroys a lot of blue decks. Woe Strider is another sack outlet, also gets us a 2nd body, and Erebos works with creature tokens also, by the way, so when the goat dies, we'll get to draw a card. Altar of the Pantheon increases our devotion by 1, and also gains us some life when we use it. Heraldic Banner as both a, anthem, half an anthem, and a mono ramp. Mana Geode, Scry's when it enters the battlefield, it's more ramp. Dirge Bat for removal. I don't know if I'd put Dirge Bat in the Commander version of the deck, maybe. It does pretty good in this deck, but often we're not mutating it because we want to get more devotion. Eat to Extinction for removal. Extinction Event for hopefully 1-sided removal. Leyline of the Void can very often give us 2 free devotion turn 0, right? Before the game even begins, we get Devotion 2. It's pretty sweet, and also ruins a lot of decks. Ritual of Suit for a sweeper, Spawn of Mayhem, you know, because it's Spawn of Mayhem, pretty good card. Cavalier of Night, sacrifices something, destroys something, also gives us 3 Devotion, which is fabulous. Grey Merchant of Asphodel, because this is a card you put in every mono-black Devotion deck, obviously. Gruesome Menagerie, to get things back. Sir Conrad the Grim, a new addition to the deck, but won me a game recently, the first time I got to play it. I've only got to play it once, but it seems like an obvious inclusion for this deck. Liliana Dreadhorde General, this is the card most people choose as the commander for the deck. I personally, okay, like, in 1 versus 1, I think Planeswalkers are busted. Planeswalkers are too busted, in fact, and there needs to be more ways to deal with them in 1v1, because so much removal only targets creatures, and I think that's stupid. They should be able to target Planeswalkers. Up. Reconnect, okay. Looks like we're having connection issues here, but yeah, so while we're connecting, I think that lots of the removal should just be able to target Planeswalkers or remove counters from Planeswalkers, at least, because Planeswalkers are messed up in 1 versus 1. It's like, if your opponent has some creatures to block and they get a Planeswalker, it's like they just get to cast free spells every single turn, and it's so hard for you to interact with it because they hardly ever print ways to interact with Planeswalkers. It's just dumb. So I just wish they made more. Oftentimes, like, if someone plays like Teferi in 1 versus 1, I'm just gonna scoop, because, you know, you just can't do anything against that card. It's just so dumb. All right, moving along. So we do have Liliana in the deck, and yeah, draws us more cards, makes creature tokens, is removal. It's general great card. Meteor Golem for enchantment removal, because black has none, so this is our 1 form of enchantment removal. Erebos' Intervention for more removal. Finale of Eternity, very underrated card, but this is fabulous. I mean, this is destroying 3 creatures, 3 target creatures. If you think about the floor, the worst that this card would do, the worst it would do is destroy 3 1/1s for 3 mana. I mean, that's awesome. That is fabulous value, and it just gets better and better from there. This card never has failed me. Actually, super great card. And we got 22 Swamps, and we got a Witch's Cottage, which so far hasn't done much for me, but super cool card. All right, so let's get into some games. Yeah, this deck is super fun to play. Like, just, I don't know, it's easy, right? You got the 1 color mana scheme, and you got so many answers in this deck, you know, and you don't really care about your creatures dying because it's always drawing you cards, so you're always just getting more cards whenever a creature dies. Like, the creature's always getting replaced, essentially. So, pretty sweet. Alright, Tiki is our opponent, playing the Thousand Eyes, and we don't need too much mana, but we would rather have 3. I do like this turn 1 play. This is a hand I don't usually get. So yeah, let's do the free mulligan. Okay, this is a lot better. Oh yeah. Here we go. So, Swamp, Knight of the Ebon Legion, turn 1. Be afraid, opponent. Okay, Hired Poisoner. It's got Death Touch. Alright, well, they got a blocker for Knight of the Ebon Legion. Burglar Rat. See, this is good. Turn 1, turn 2, doing stuff. No attacks. See if he tries to get in. We'll block with Burglar Rat, I guess. Maybe. Oh, geez, another Death Toucher. It was Death Touch Tribal. That'd be funny. Haven't seen that one yet. Alright, so don't got much to do here. Go ahead and Funeral Rites. Does mill us, unfortunately. But, whatever. Just 2 swamps. Alright, so I guess no attacks. It's kind of annoying. I'm just waiting for him to start killing our creatures. I guess at that point we'll figure we might as well have attacked, right? Yeah, I mean, considering that, if we just sit here, he's just going to eventually start blowing up our creatures, but let's see if we can get our devotion up to 5 at least, and then try to attack with an indestructible. And yeah, at least now if he blows up our creatures. Whatever, let's do it. So I just feel like it's just bound to be coming anytime now. It's like, oh yeah, removal. And it's going to target Knight of the Ebon Legion right away. So let's just at least use him to kill Hired Poisoner. And then we get to draw a card. Alright. But yeah, I mean, very possible that that was the wrong move, but like, we can't just sit here because they have Death Touch, right? Like, we never attack you, ever, because you have Death Touch. Like, we can at least start drawing some cards. Alright, so the opponent, they got the Eye Collector, but they haven't attacked yet. Okay, it looks like we're going to start milling one. Ooh, there goes Leyline of the Void. Oh, man, that might have been really good against their deck. Of Mausoleum Secrets. Okay. I need to get this card from my deck. Mausoleum Secrets. It's an instant. Wow. They gotta reveal it. So they gotta play Crafter. Okay. Alright, so. What to do? I like to ramp, honestly, as soon as possible. I mean, it's annoying not ramping early, because you just never end up doing it, and I'd like to just get it done now, while we have enough life to not care. Do we have any? We do have a creature in the graveyard. Let's go on Omen of the Dead. Yeah, so we can play it now. Even though Omen of the Dead is flash, Knight of the Ebon Legion is not, so there he is. Okay, and let's go ahead and attack. Try to kill this Sedge Scorpion. Alright, lets it through. Excellent. Maybe this Eye Collector will get us some good targets for Gruesome Menagerie. Alright, Golgari Finebroker gets something back from the graveyard. He gets the Midnight Reaper back from the graveyard. Hits us for 1 with Eye Collector. We go to 19. Mills Underworld Dreams. I really wanted that. Wah. I really wanted Underworld Dreams. That sucks. So we could Ritual of Soot, but we could do that anytime. I don't know. I feel like not doing that right now. Yeah, let's just Vampire of the Dire Moon. We get Devotion. And Sir Conrad. So now when things die, we're doing double damage. And attack with Erebos. Alright, so, yeah, let's do it. Come on. There we go. And Sir Conrad pings you for 1. Sweet. This is the second time I've ever played this card. Again, new addition to the deck. Seems to be perfect. Midnight Reaper comes out on the opponent's side. He hits us for 1. We mill Arcane Signet. I don't mind the mill so much. I mean, it's not like he's a mill deck. But so far, everything he's hit is things we don't want in the graveyard. We haven't got any creatures, so that's kind of annoying. At least we got him in the hand. So we got Serrated Scorpion. We got Spawn of Mayhem. Alright, now our Devotion is up to 10. Jeez. So our best draw here would be, Gary, for sure. Let's tackle the Death Touch here also. Yeah, I guess we'll leave these 2 back because they'll die. Yeah. Alright, there we go. So we're attacking the opponent. We hit them for 11. They go down to 11. We go up to 19 with lifelink. Alright, opponent. Jeez, look at our board. I'm surprised they haven't played a board wipe. But see, if they do play a board wipe, it's great for us because we'll just, I mean, we won't gain life, but man, we'll be pinging them for a ton. This is like almost like that red-black Judith. You know, if he board wipes right now, he's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like, damage. Let's make that 7, 8, because we're putting 2 more creatures on the battlefield. So now we actually, I think, just win. Because now, like I said, when when things die, Sir Conrad is going to ping. Okay, first let's do this before Sir Conrad dies. Okay, yeah, whatever. So this should, yeah, oh, well, yeah, he's just dead anyway. Nice, alright. Well, he didn't have a way to deal with our aggressiveness. That's one way we win. Just go aggro. Erebos is just great as a 5/6 indestructible attacker. I pretty much never leave him back to block because people can turn him back into a non-creature very easily by just killing our other creatures and getting our devotion back below 5. So whenever I can, I just usually attack with Erebos no matter what, because yeah, he's just easy for them to deal with. So might as well get the value in from him right away. Okay, so let's see. I guess I like this. I'd rather have a turn 1 play also, but what can you do? So we're playing another mono black deck. Jeez, Arena loves to do this. You know, I know they do it on purpose. It's like, if you have a new mono black deck, they're gonna pit you up against another mono black deck, or even another commander that's the exact same commander as yours. But they actually usually don't have many players even playing Erebos in the main deck, let alone as their commander. So that's what I love about this card too, is people don't realize it. Like, it's a sleeper. I know when it was spoiled, people were talking about it, but then apparently no one actually ended up using it, which is just dumb. I mean, this is such a good card. So I'm happy to show you why. Okay, we got Death Touch, we got Afterlife. Bond to, I mean, he has to have ways to get it back. Yeah, let's go ahead and kill it just so we can start killing his next creature. I mean, it does have Afterlife. Alright, yeah, let's see. Okay, so he lets us through. But yeah, Arena will do that if you build a deck and it's new, or sometimes even when it's not new. They just love to put you up against a very similar deck at least a couple times a day. And, you know, whatever. I mean, like just today, I went up against another Erebos Bleak Hearted deck. But I knew they did it on purpose because I have never even seen anyone play it before, you know? And it just, oh, now that I just happened to build one, I get pitted against someone else who built the exact same deck, right? Like, that's kind of annoying. So I just scooped that match because I didn't think it would be any fun. I was like, I'm not interested in their build of the deck. I'm only care about mine. Okay, so opponents got Grim Dancer, they got Menace and Death Touch. I guess we're going to play Witch's Cottage. Doesn't do us any good, but at least it enters untapped. So we got currently Devotion 2. Yeah, I guess we'll just start. We'll do this, get it over with. Funeral Rites, draw 2, lose 2, mill 2. So we milled Foulmire Knight. Okay, we will cast Arcane Signet. Like I said, just get this ramp over with as quickly as possible, and duress you as quickly as possible before you get those non-creature spells out of your hand. Alright, so we'll do, yeah, Heartless Act, I guess. And yeah, attack for 1, because we have no reason not to. We can't block them anyway. Opponent gets a zombie. They have the Dread Horde Invasion, so they're amassing 1 every turn. Bantu, is he going to sacrifice anything? Alright, sacks the tokens. Probably should have done that after combat, but whatever. I'm fine with it. Okay, so now what? If we do this, we can actually just have him sacrifice his 2 creatures. I think we're going to do that. Just want to get, yeah, we're a little low on life right now, so. We'll get rid of his 2 creatures. Later. Of course, he's going to get to amass 1, which is, again, annoying, but what can you do? Is he going to put it in his library? He does. Okay, we will draw a card. We will draw another card. Play a swamp. Play Knight of the Ebon Legion. Pass turn. Alright, opponent amasses. Joey Gorgon. Props to Joey Gorgon for being a decent Magic player. I know I'm low on life, but I want that card. I don't care. All right, yeah, Ritualist Sit. That'll take care of that. Leyline of the Void. Take care of everything else, kind of. Milsa Finale of Eternity. Yeah, let's Ritualist Sit now. That way we can uptick Liliana and get a zombie for free every turn, because Planeswalkers just cast a spell for free every stupid turn. And we'll take advantage of that. And Murderous Rider. Get our devotion up. And attack with Erebos. Alright, opponent amasses 1. Okay, so Bontu is still in their deck. Command the Dread Horde. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Command the Dread Horde. Okay, we'll discard Leyline of the Void. That is crazy. Oops. Okay. Oops sounds good. Maybe we'll sack the creatures so we can kill his board. I don't know. First, let's Finale of Eternity for X3. Oops, not 15. 3. There we go. And 1, and a 2, and a 3. Get our stuff back in our graveyard. Okay. Then, let's see. Yeah, for Borden Fruit. Right, we make a treasure. Temporarily down to 7. Let's go to combat real quick and attack. Alright, he blocks with the token. So in that case, we will make a zombie. Alright, he gets another zombie too. Pretty low on life, but so is the opponent. I wonder, will he sack the token? I don't know. I don't feel like Bontu's a good commander. What are you doing? What? Okay. Okay. There you go. Well, that proves my point. Bontu doesn't do much except for sack your own stuff without actually getting it back, without getting you much value. That was great. That was priceless. Okay, on to game 3. Like, Bontu's great in a black-red deck because then, you know, or just something, yeah, like Mardu, where you get Cruel, Celebrant, or Judith, right? Or the, what do you call it? The Mayhem Devil. So when you cast Bontu, you're actually dealing the opponent a ton of damage. That's the way to use Bontu. Just using him to sacrifice all your own lands to draw cards is pointless. So I don't know, if you can tell me how do you make Bontu a busted commander, let me know in the comments. This hand looks pretty good, but we got no plays till turn 4. I mean, we got a turn 3 play. Ugh. Narset. Oh god, this is another example of just a stupid deck. Yeah, we're gonna mulligan this, especially against Narset. Okay, this is better. Leyline is good against Narset. They're mulliganing a bunch. They might just scoop. But yeah, I mean, just being able to do something with this commander like every turn and then otherwise just having a bunch of counter spells. So like that's the other dumb thing about planeswalkers is like you can leave up your mana for counter spells because your planeswalker is just doing something for free every turn. So again, I'm not against them printing planeswalkers, but I just think they should make more ways for us to deal with planeswalkers. Turn our removal spells into things that can at least remove counters from planeswalkers, you know, something like that. Okay, so we're going to cast Timurit because he ups our devotion, so then when we cast Erebos, he's just going to be a creature right away. Unfortunately, we're low on the mana. We really need one more swamp, one more land. There it is. All right. This deck's pretty good about that. Alright, we scry 1. We will keep the swamp. And yep, just get in for 3. Gain 1 life. We're up to 27. Opponent's at 22. They've got 3 lands. They've got 4 lands. So next turn they got Narset. This turn they play Mu Yanling, Sky Dancer. It's gonna give Timurit -2, -0. That's fine. So we'll play Swamp. And yeah, let's get Erebos out. Okay, opponent thankfully isn't playing super counter deck. Let's take a look at this real quick. Create an elemental. Okay, let's make it so when they create the elemental, they'll kill themselves, at least. Or kill their planeswalker. And yet another dumb thing about planeswalker decks. They can just board wipe with like no drawbacks. Like more board wipes should deal with planeswalkers. That's annoying. Or at least like remove a counter from each planeswalker you control, something. Just like they get no downside. It's so stupid. Alright, I'm done complaining. Anyway. Let's see, we'll get a Priest of Forgotten Gods. 2, 3, 4. We will get. We'll just hardcast Batra. That way we can kill this planeswalker right now. Do you have a counterspell? For 1 mana? It's cool if you do. Just do it. Alright, cool. There we go. Now we can kill Mu Yanling. Oh no. Okay. Well, next turn we'll just straight up destroy Mu Yanling then. I want to be like that. Oh no. See what they're doing here? See how stupid this is, man. It's like they don't even have to do anything. They get a free 4/4 and they just leave up all their counterspell magic. I mean, this is the kind of game that makes you want to stop playing Magic, honestly. Gonna counter my Burglar Ramp. There you go. Resolve. But then we'll play this. So annoying. Alright. Attack the Planeswalker. Yet another dumb thing about Planeswalkers is they just, you know, we don't get to attack them. We're just so focused on their Planeswalker. They're not taking any damage. They're well over 22. We can't even deal damage to their Planeswalker. Like, why, Wizards? Why do you make Planeswalkers so busted? Okay, I said I was done complaining. I'm done complaining. Alright, opponent now has 2 Planeswalkers. They're casting 2 free spells every turn. Kills Batra, which will turn Erebos into not a creature. We will gain a life, draw a card. Or we'll lose 2 life, draw a card. And my turn. Oh, I guess I could have sacrificed Batra. The other annoying thing about Arena is it covers up your cards over here with the stack. And, like, so, you notice we had Witch's Oven, but it was covered up by the stack. And so it's too bad that it does that. It's kind of dumb. Alright, we get Sir Conrad's. Thankfully, we can kill a Planeswalker right now. I hate them all. I hate them all. Kill Muyin. That one. Moo. Kill baby Moo. Now what? I guess we can wait and do things at instant speed. If we want to. Do we want to mill to deal the damage with Sir Conrad? I guess so. Alright, oh, that's too bad because they would have drawn a land. Now they're gonna draw something else. I mean, we could still win this match, you know, but like if they get to Teferi down, it's gonna be so tough. It's gonna be so tough if they get to Teferi down. Kicker, another broken card with Planeswalkers, yeah. Every time you cast a Planeswalker, you get a free blocker now. Let's see. Too bad we can't just kill that son of a bitch right now. I mean, I could sacrifice my 2 creatures. I don't want to do that. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. I mean, it's holding up the counter magic. Let's go to combat first. Alright, opponent, what you gonna do? Yep. Does nothing. Of course. Well, we do have 2. So this is 4, 2, 5. That's 4. Damn it. I just know, like, well, you only have 1 card. I don't know. Maybe you didn't have a counter spell. But he was holding up the mana like he did, so his bluff worked anyway. Yeah, this is better on a Planeswalker anyway. We can kill his Planeswalker. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, now we can actually exile Narset. So this was better. You die. Alright, opponent. Alright, we have Woe Strider. We can put that in the graveyard and cast it for its escape cost later. So we do have a ton of cards in the graveyard. Alright, so that resolves. He draws a card. I don't think he deals any damage because Narset's not on the battlefield. Maybe. Okay, looks like it does deal the damage. So yeah, resolve. We will see. Look how they're covering up my cards with the stack here. It's so annoying. All right, we'll sack Sir Conrad because they're gonna kill him anyway. We'll pay the life. Create 2 foods. Resolve Kicker's dumb nonsense. I'll go ahead and sack some food. Go back up to 24. Kicker hits us for 3. We get Gary, which is nice. I don't know if it's going to win us the game, though. I mean, it could. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We get Woe Strider. Erebos is a creature again. But yeah, we can't cast Brave Merchant of Asphodel, unfortunately. So in that case, I think we Funeral Rites. I believe that's the good move here. We get 2 swamps. We'll play a swamp. Now we can still sack things. So yeah, this should be good. We'll attack with Erebos. So our devotion will be 7, so we can bring him down to 2. But, I mean, I don't know if we'll be able to actually ever end up killing him. Maybe we should wait till we get a couple more. Oh my god, no. Why? Well, here's the most busted card in Standard right now. The reason it's so busted is this first clause. Basically means you can't counter any counter spells, because every counter spell is instant speed, whether it's on your turn or not. So, yeah, gosh, it's annoying. Alright, we'll sack the goat. Draw a card. Put the swamp on the bottom. Return this to our hand, which is kind of nice, actually. Wasn't as bad as it could have been. No. Not Banishing Light. Not my commander. Okay, we'll put it back in the command zone. We're mono black, we got no way to deal with enchantments, so... Oh, I should have sacked it. Oh no, we couldn't sack it. Okay, pass 2 attackers. Go ahead, attack me with everything, please. Pass damage. My turn. Okay, jeez, we get another swamp. Alright, at least this won't be able to continually bounce things. Get Erebos. Yeah, we won't cast Gary yet, because we want to just get our devotion back. I mean, there's not even much point in attacking. But, whatever. Go for the face. Do you want a combo block? That's fine. Alright, opponent's going to combo block. We will activate Erebos. Target one of his blockers. Sack the goat. So that Priest of Forgotten Gods will survive. And then, well, yeah, pay some life, draw some cards. That'll be nice. Alright, so we kill 2 of his spirits. That's pretty cool. We drew Knight of the Ebon Legion. Now they can cast sorceries at instant speed. They got 1 card left in their hand. What is it? Is it a counter spell? Right now we got Devotion 5, 6, 7, 8. We could have lethal next turn if we can get in 1 more damage. Look at him leaving up that stupid counter magic too. Jeez. Okay, this will at least increase our devotion by 1. Even if he counters it, we don't care. Alright, looks like they got no counter. Oh yeah, they got no hand, obviously. Okay, so we actually, I think we win now. Yep. Good game. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we beat this deck. Wow. Yes. Take that to Fairy, Narset nonsense. Well, you can still beat them. Alright, so far we're undefeated. Wow. Okay. Just keep it going. Yeah. Gary was our 1 saving grace there. If we didn't draw Grey Merchant of Asphodel, it would have been pretty hopeless. This looks alright. I love Underworld Dreams. Let's try it out. Snapdax, though? Ooh, baby. That is going to be rough. This is a pretty aggro deck to go against in 1v1. I mean, if they curve out and they play turn 1 creature, turn 2 creature, turn 3 creature, we'll just die so quickly. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I have a Snapdax deck myself. That's how I know this. Great commander. Alright, opponent. Hello. Hello. I do hello now instead of your go. It's kind of more like, hello, are you there? I don't think they are. That's fine. We'll let you just fold. Alright, fine. Alright, opponent. Well, they didn't respond to our hellos. They don't seem like a very nice person. Or they're at least a dirtler. Alright, my turn. Burglar rat. Discard, please. Discard your best card. Alright, opponent discards Duskfang Mentor. Lifelink counter. Yeah, Snapped Axe is great with lifelink. Even better with Death Touch. But yeah, I definitely have Healer's Hawk in my Snapped Axe deck. And if he had like Healer's Talked on turn 1, that would have been spooky. But it looks like they're not going off. And in contrast, we are. We got Devotion 4 already. I would have played Arcane Signet, but when it comes to Underworld Dreams, that takes precedence over Ramp. I just want to get that out as soon as possible, have it deal as much damage to them as possible before they find some way to remove it. Next turn, we will... Yeah, I would play Erebos, but again, I just want to get this ramp out of my hand as soon as possible. Then we'll do Elspeth's Nightmare. So then we got Devotion 5. We kill their creature. Yeah, pretty sweet. Okay, hit him for 1. Next turn, Erebos is coming out. I think even if we draw more ramp, because we don't have much to play with it anyway. I mean, nothing that's too expensive. I love Foreboding Fruit. You make a food token. So it's, yeah. Pay 5 mana, draw 2 cards, gain 1 life. Yep, Elspeth's Nightmare. It's coming for you. With that Phyrexian Obliterator artwork. Alright, opponent plays Dirge Bat. Non-mutated. We see their hand. Oh, there goes Ruinous Ultimatum. Yep. And, we have nothing in the graveyard. Yeah, let's get Erebos out. And we'll play Witch's Oven. Go to combat. No attackers. Yeah, we'll just wait on that. Underworld Dreams doing its thing. Opponent's down to 20. They have 4 lands. Do they have land number 5 so they can mutate? Doesn't look like they do, but they can mutate King Caesar. Ugh. So yeah, I'm gonna blow up Burglar Rat. We will sacrifice it in response. You can't blow up Erebos. Sorry, buddy. Okay. Opponent punts hardcore. You can't blow up an indestructible creature. Nice. Yeah, we'll take 3. It's fine. We'll hit you for 6 on the swing back, so we don't care. Maybe our opponent's a new player. You need some ramp in your deck, buddy. Okay. Exile your graveyard. Our devotion is still 5. We get Witch's Cottage, which does nothing. Go ahead and cast Foreboding Fruit. Targeting me. Well, I guess then we'll cast Funeral Rites. Okay, so we get Knight of the Ebon Legion, but we can't cast it. However, we will hit our opponent for 6 damage. Okay, hopefully our opponent learned their lesson and knows they can't destroy Erebos with Dirge Bat. Moat 46. Interesting name. Alright, Moat 46, what you got? Alright, they found a land, but it enters tapped, so no Snap Deck till next turn. They got 2 non-mutate creatures in their hand, I can see, and 1 unknown card. So they get Mothra. However, King Caesar already has flying, so that's not a big deal. Yeah, we'll take the damage. Okay, so we get Cavalier of Night. That is great. So first we'll play Knight of the Ebon Legion. Next, Cavalier of Night. We'll sack Burglar Rat and kill Mothra. Then we'll draw a card off of Erebos. Oh, God, I love this deck. It's so good. And then guess what? We'll get the rat back. Burglar Rat. Yay. Alright, next to combat. Alright, opponent's down to 8. In turn, we got Devotion 9. Opponent goes down to 7, thanks to Underworld Dreams. Alright, I think this is the point where they're about to scoop. They do get their snap deck, so they're going to gain 4 life. Probably kill Cavalier of Night, I'm guessing. Alright, kills Knight of the Ebon Legion. No, okay. Kills Cavalier of Night. And Knight of the Ebon Legion? Oh, weird. How does he get to do it twice? Oh, yeah, he does. Okay, yeah, that's right. I guess we'll pay the life, yeah. The Snapdax, even though it's got double strike, he can only hit us for 6. We also have a food token, so we should be fine. But yeah, he doesn't want to attack because he knows he's low on the life. Okay, so Erebos is 4 to... Yeah, we can't Extinction event, unfortunately, but we do have... Oh, gosh, we drew Gary? I didn't even notice. Okay, well, game over. Discard a card. If I do this, I'll still have 1, 2, 3... And if I do this, I won't have enough to actually cast Gary. So, I'm going to have to just cast Gary. I mean, bringing him down to 1's good enough, right? And go to combat. GG's. Yep. Ooh, yeah. Jeez. Undefeated. This deck is insane. Alright, let's go one more. Let's go one more. See if we can get another undefeated. I think we already played 5 games. So let's see if we can get a 6th. 6-0. I think that's a pretty astounding rate. That was, oh my gosh. Okay, this might be the game we lose. Chandra, Awakened Inferno. I'm horrified. We do have turn 1 play, which is good against this deck. We need more swamps. But, you know, against this deck, we want to be like turn 1, turn 2, doing stuff, because they're going to be quick for sure. Okay, maybe not. Looks like they're doing a slow mono red deck. Fine by me. If I was playing this deck, I'd fill it up with tons of 1-drops. And yeah, but I mean, it seems like it makes sense in the deck. Chandra's Regulator doubles the triggers. Alright, Heraldic Banner, there we go. Yeah, they got the ramp. They gotta get to 6 before they can cast her. Okay, Swamp, Woe Strider, make a goat, go to combat, attack, and turn. Alright, so next turn we can cast Erebos. We also have E2 Extinction, which is very good going against Chandra, so we can at least kill Chandra once. So we might stand a chance here. Do they play creatures? I was expecting them to be like turn 1 Scorch Spitter, you know, turn 2 something like just, but they're doing a whole lot of nothing, so that's good. They find their 4th land. All right. My turn. Alright, sweet. So we draw Priest of the Forgotten Gods, excuse me. We'll go ahead and play Erebos. Current Devotion 3. Kills Woe Strider. Yeah, it's fine. Go and sack a goat. We will keep Underworld Dreams on top. As much as we need mana, we want Underworld Dreams more, honestly. Okay, so we get Erebos out. Go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent down to 22. End turn. Opponent plays a land, gets Chandra out. Probably going to give us a... Yep. But he doesn't have the mana to double the ability, so he gives us the emblem. My turn. We'll take the damage. Okay, so we have to, yeah, eat to Extinction now. And they scoop, jeez. Okay. Oh, there we go. So we went undefeated. Amazing. Yeah, lots of times people do just scoop against our deck because it's just obvious, you know, we got a nice curve, we always got something going on, and most importantly, even when our creatures die, we get something that replaces it, and that is so valuable. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button or that subscribe button. This is Eric from Bane Alley Magic signing off. Until next time, take care, take it easy.